Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Yahweh Kakodash, Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one and only true name is Yahweh Shai. I would like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I have learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am your brother Mashiach Arazaka from the Servants of Yahweh Yahushai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much this lesson is going to be titled as all right, teaching the truth on Instagram and Facebook and any other platform besides YouTube. All right, you're not supposed to be teaching the truth on any of these other platforms but YouTube. All right, that's the order that's been set up, regardless if you're in GMS or not. Because the reason why I say GMS or not, because you got Jakes that believe just because they're not in GMS that they don't have to abide by these rules, and it's necessary to abide by these rules. All right, and I created my own graph here. As you can see, I have crossouts on three social media platforms. There's more platforms than this. There's TikTok as well that would be considered crossed out. Now I circle YouTube because that's the platform that we need to be on to teach the truth. All right. And you got to use wisdom when you're in this truth. All right. Because if you be a social media Israelite, and when I say social media Israelite, because you got people that'll comment and say, well, YouTube is considered social media as well. Yeah. But Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever type of other platform out there, all right, except for Odyssey. Odyssey is a good platform. BitChute's a good platform. YouTube's a good platform. That's where the truth needs to be taught at. Telegram is a good platform as well. It's like YouTube. Those are good platforms to use. But these platforms that are crossed out, you're not to be teaching the truth on these platforms. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of bad, bugged out shit. You dealing with a lot of scoffers, demons, and fucking bug outs when you're on these platforms teaching the truth. All right. And my big bro, Hawashai Zion, told me years ago not to do this shit. All right. So you don't post, if Jake's, you post scriptures, you want to do all that, by all means, do it if that's what you want to do. But as far as getting involved in matters that do not involve you, or teaching the truth, you're not supposed to do that. All right. You're not supposed to do that. Now it's to the point to where now I don't even say anything to individuals because you got other Jakes out there that's taking sides with other individuals, and they'll say, "Oh, you know, this is another reason why I had to start separating myself from certain Jakes that's claiming to be followers of GMS, because when you see a brother going off and you allowing him to go off, and there's instructions that's given from the elders of GMS, and you're telling a brother, look, you can't be putting GMS on your bio on Instagram, you can't be putting the elders on social media, you're not supposed to be doing those things. You got Jakes that'll come across and say, oh, let him be, oh, you're nitpicking, let him be. I'm not nitpicking, I'm correcting you, because there's orders set up, man. These platforms that's crossed out, you got a lot of scoffers, demons, and bugged out. You got all these Israelites with all these different doctrines. All right, they all bugged out. Then you also got these Jakes that's claiming to be followers of Great Millstone, but they're not doing the works on the proper platform. They doing it on Instagram and Facebook. I used to do that, but I got rebuked for it, so I don't do it no more. But when you tell somebody else, look, you're not supposed to do this, they get prideful, they get emotional, they do all this bugged out shit. And all brothers is doing is warning you and telling you that that's not, Instagram and Facebook is not the platform to teach the truth. It is YouTube. You got to go out on the highways and byways. I don't know how many times we got to keep saying this shit. The only way you're considered a prophet is by being on YouTube, doing lessons, and going out teaching. You have to do that because you're working out your own salvation. Salakia for the rambling, and we're going to get to the scriptures. All right. This is because this is the main point right here that I'm getting into this lesson before I read anything else. And I believe it's 1 Peter 4:15. Because this situation, if brothers would just mind their own business, don't get involved in another person's situation. If a Jake is getting rebuked for some type of situation, and you know that what he's doing, he's supposed to get rebuked for it, and then you take his side and you're defending that individual, knowing that there's an order set up that you're supposed to do works on YouTube, and you're just comment on the comment board or whatever it is, and you're taking the Jake side that's supposed to be doing works, and he's not doing works, and you're saying, oh, brothers not being brotherly, brothers is being niggas and all that other shit. That's irrelevant, because you're allowing him to willingly do wicked when he know that he's supposed to do works on YouTube. He know that. He's been warned. This is why you gotta be careful what you say, what you put, or how you behave on social media, because it will put you up as a bad example. 1 Peter 4:15, it says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief. Salakia. It says, 1 Peter 4:15, it says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, right, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. If somebody's getting rebuked for righteous reasons, all right, and you know that individual, it don't care if he's new in the truth. There's a platform set up to teach the word, and it's on YouTube. There's no ifs or ands or buts about that. If that Jake gets prideful and emotional about it, then obviously he is not a man of the Lord, because you got to take rebuke in this thing. And obviously that dude, he don't fellowship with no GMS members. You got Jakes that say, oh, I'm a follower of GMS, but they never fellowship with any GMS member before. They don't know the council. They don't tune into the live streams. They don't do any of that. They just hear the videos that's recorded, and then they just start going on Instagram, knowing that that's not supposed to be a platform to teach the truth. Brother's been told many times not to do that. But hey, Jake is going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, your platform should be YouTube. It shouldn't be Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It shouldn't be those platforms. Those are not our platforms. Maybe for other groups, maybe for them other guys out there, them ISUBKs and etc., they do that. But you, as being a Hebrew Israelite in the truth, there's a particular order set up. If you say you're a follower of Great Millstone, then you follow the instructions given. All of the instructions given. Matthew 24:14. It says, and the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And how the gospel is being preached across the world? The internet. All right? YouTube mainly. Some people say, well, TikTok, this, TikTok, yeah, but that TikTok is not a platform to teach the truth. It's not a platform that's set up by Great Millstone. They said go on YouTube, Odyssey, BitChute. All right? There's other platforms as well that relates to those apps I just named, which you can teach on. But Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, those are not platforms to teach the truth. You got too many fucking demons, scoffers, and fucking bug outs. And then you can also get yourself put in bad situations. There's brothers going through things right now because they got involved in situations that had nothing to do with them. Even if it don't have nothing to do with you, you got involved in it by saying something. If you didn't know, then you shouldn't have said nothing. You could have asked the brother a sincere question like, what's going on? And if he would have told you, oh, brother's getting on me because I'm not going out highways and byways, well, you have to go out on highways and byways. You could have gave him scripture. You didn't have to go on his comment board and say niggas is being this, niggas is not being brotherly, and all this other shit, because now it's backfired. And even though you're saying you didn't know, now you're put up as an example in front of millions of people when you could have examined that situation and got understanding first. And I'm not taking nobody's side, because at the end of the day, we are working out our own salvation. It's a point of using wisdom and examining yourself. There's no taking no sides. It's just you got to understand there's a platform set up All right, there's a council set up through Yahweh Shai, and you have to follow or abide by that. Simple. All right. Matthew 24:14, it says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached, right, in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Right. So the gospel got to be preached. And how is it preached? The internet. All right. The internet, which is YouTube. That's been the platform since 2007. That's been the platform since 2007. All right. Since 2007, that always been the platform. 2 Timothy 4:2. It says, "Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season." So you got to be instant in season, out of season. So you got to be teaching the word on the highways and byways, doing 3 videos every day, setting up camp once a week. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Going on YouTube, going on Odyssey, going on BitChute. All right, going on Telegram. Telegram is another form of YouTube. Brothers should check that out. You can upload videos. You can do all that. It's called Telegram. You know, brothers of I don't want to I don't want to name the wrong camp, but a beloved brother Tazawam, he's in GMS, and they use Telegram. It's very similar to It's very similar to YouTube. It's exactly the same as YouTube. You could upload videos, etc. All right. There's BitChute. You could upload videos, etc. It's the same It's the exact same platform as YouTube, just a different platform, just a different format. It's not the same as exactly the same as YouTube, but it's very similar to it. All right. Instagram is not considered a platform. All right. It's not a platform. It's not a good platform to teach. It says rebuke, reprove, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. And that's what it's about. It's about defending the gospel. This is business. All right. This isn't about humiliating nobody. You got brothers out there saying they're going to do quick response if somebody do a lesson on them. It's all about self-examining at the end of the day. It's all about self-examining. And when you're on, that's why I tell my guys, if you're gonna post certain shit on Instagram and Facebook, do it by all means. But don't be posting your works on Instagram and Facebook. We're not doing that. Brother said not to do it, don't do it. That's what you got YouTube for. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna get yourself and put in bad situations. That's why the elders say not to do it. Because you could get yourself put in bad situations. And you don't know who's watching your page. Because you got elders, not all the elders, but there's some elders that's in GMS, high ranking elders, that be on Instagram and that do be on Facebook. So you want to watch what you say or what you watch what you do. I don't post nothing of the truth on. I stopped doing that long time ago. Big bro Hawashai Zion told me stop doing that, and I stopped doing it. So I don't post anything of truth. I'll probably post working out. I'll post some martial arts. I'm a martial artist. I'll post some music. I'll post my tribe. I love going into my tribe. Posting, our ceremonies, powwows, things like that. But I don't post the truth. And that's the thing that's getting to a lot of jigs is just you want to post the truth on Instagram and Facebook, but have no works on YouTube. And YouTube is the platform to be on. That's where you post your works. All right, YouTube is your labor of works of the Lord spiritually. That's where your labors go, is on YouTube. But it's Jake just they're addicted to Instagram and Facebook, and Instagram is their fucking life because they just all day just posting scriptures. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, but that's not the platform to teach, man. That's not the platform to do that, man. All right, that's just not the platform. And going into the rebuke, a lot of brothers, I'm not going to get out rebuke is love, because a lot of brothers know that rebuke is love. And if you know rebuke is love and you're being rebuked, all right, then you should take that rebuke and swallow it. And I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. Matthew 10:20, it says, "For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you." So when brothers is rebuking you, that's the Lord speaking through those individuals. All right. And you can't get upset when you get rebuked. And I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. When you get rebuked by somebody, all right, a brother that's in the truth, that's rebuking you according to righteousness, according to the counsel given by the elders, and you get prideful off of that, obviously you're not a man of the Lord, because the Lord is speaking through that man to get you in order. It has nothing to do with Jakes is just rebuking you just to rebuke you. It's not like that. This is business when you come into this truth. Luke 1:70, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets. So it's the Lord that's speaking through that individual. Just like for me, I got rebuked on Instagram for saying Yisrael. Just off of those 3 words, I'm in the point where I'm in today for taking heed to that. If I didn't take heed to that, I'd have been bugged out. But due to an individual, the Lord put the spirit on it, because the Lord do that. The Lord puts the spirit on men of the Lord to rebuke, to save you. And if I wouldn't have got that rebuke by Big Bro Hashai Zion, I would not be in the point I am today. I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I don't know where I would be. I would still probably be bugged out with all these different doctrines just off of that day. And that's 2015. Just off of that day, telling him, rebuking me, telling me that it's not Yisrael, it's Israel, which is Yasharah, the Princess of Power. Just from getting that knowledge off of those 3 words, I'm where I'm in today. And call Lord Yehovah Shemashai for that. All right? It says, which have been since the world began. See, since the world had begun. All right? The Lord always had prophets set up. So when you get rebuked, it's to get you in line. You being told by brothers on Instagram constantly over and over that your works is supposed to be on YouTube, and then you want to come with an excuse like, oh, my neighborhood is ghetto, and this and that. You ain't got to be in your neighborhood. You could go to a park. I'm sure there's a park. There's certain situations where you can go off concourse where it's not hectic like that, because the elders tell us not to go in the hoods and teach. That's you putting yourself in danger.
We noticed that a routine on your device didn't run. This may be because it's associated with a different account.
Salakia for that bullshit. Just Esau fucking with my shit. But as I was saying, the Lord always had men set up. The Lord always had prophets set up. All right. So the Lord is speaking through that individual. All right. It has nothing to do with individuals, being against you. No, it's just business. And you got to do things in the right manner, man. You have to do things in the right manner, man. So, you want to do things in the right manner. So again, man, the Lord speaks through his men. All right. The Lord has men set up, and there's an order set up. So, at the end of the day, it's called self-examining, man. And again, and I took this picture. These platforms, you're not supposed to be teaching the truth on. All right. The only platform you're supposed to teach the truth on is YouTube, not Twitter, not Instagram, not Facebook, not TikTok, none of those. Those are not platforms to teach the truth. So Lord wants us to edifying. Till next time, I say, Shalom.